Hi everyone, today we'll be talking about the strange controversies surrounding the death of Elisa Lam. So if you're interested in dark and mysterious stories, don't forget to like, share, subscribe and turn on all notification buttons to stay updated on all of our latest videos. Also, don't forget to turn on the closed caption function for a better viewing experience. Now let's get started. So the Elisa Lam case is indeed one of the strangest unsolved cases of all time. So just a little bit of background. In 2013, when Elisa was only 21 years old, she decided to pack up a bag to travel from her hometown of Vancouver, Canada to California. Elisa was a young, smart undergraduate at the University of British Columbia at the time, and she wanted to do a solo trip as a way to clear her mind. It was said that she wasn't in the best state in regards to her mental health. Elisa was having some mental health related issues and had been taking medication in order to combat those problems. She even documented her mental health journey through her blog. She frequently posts pictures of models in fashionable clothing and accounts of her life, particularly her struggle with mental illness. In a January 2012 blog post, Elisa lamented that the relapse at the start of the current school term had forced her to drop several classes, leaving her feeling so utterly directionless and lost. Elisa had been diagnosed with bipolar disorder and depression and was prescribed medication for her mental health issues. However, according to her family, she had no history of suicide ideation. So, when Elisa decided to take a solo trip, it was a way for her to experience something new and exciting. So for her trip to California, Elisa traveled alone on Amtrak and intercity buses. She visited the San Diego Zoo and posted photos taken there on social media. On January 26, she arrived in Los Angeles. After 2 days, she checked into the Cecil Hotel near downtown Skid Row. Elisa was initially assigned a shared room on the hotel's 5th floor. However, her roommates complained about what the hotel lawyers would later describe as certain odd behavior, and Elisa was moved to a room of her own after 2 days. According to Amy Price, who was the manager of the hotel at the time of Elisa's disappearance, Elisa was leaving notes for her roommates that said, "Go home" and "Go away," and would lock the door to the room. Elisa contacted her parents in Vancouver daily while traveling until the day she disappeared. On January 31st, 2013, the day she was scheduled to check out of the Cecil Hotel and leave for Santa Cruz, California, her parents did not hear from her. Worried that something may have happened because Elisa had never failed to call them daily, her parents called the Los Angeles Police Department and also flew to Los Angeles to help with the search. The police went on to search the hotel. They combed through Elisa's room and had dogs go through the building, including the rooftop, but the dogs were unsuccessful in detecting her scent. On February 6, 2013, a week after Elisa had last been seen, the LAPD decided more help was needed. Flyers with her image was posted online and all over the neighborhood. As for how Elisa's body was discovered, this is indeed a case that would truly shock those involved and become one of the most prominent unsolved mysteries of all time. During the search for Elisa, guests at the hotel began complaining about low water pressure. Some later claimed their water was black in color and had an unusual taste. On the morning of February 19, 2013, Santiago Lopez, a hotel maintenance worker, found Elisa's body in one of the 4 1,000-gallon tanks located on the roof, providing water to guest rooms, a kitchen, and a coffee shop. Through the open hatch of the water tank, he saw the naked body of Elisa lying face up in the water. The full coroner's report stated that Elisa's body had been found naked with her watch, room key, and clothes discarded in the water. Elisa's body was moderately decomposed and bloated. There was no evidence of physical trauma, sexual assault, or suicide. Toxicology tests showed traces consistent with prescription medication found among her belongings, plus non-prescription drugs. Only a very small quantity of alcohol was present. In September 2013, Elisa's parents filed a wrongful death suit, claiming the hotel failed to inspect and seek out hazards in the hotel that presented an unreasonable risk of danger to Elisa and other hotel guests, and they seek unspecified damages and burial costs. The The hotel argued that it could not have reasonably foreseen that Elisa might have entered the water tanks, and since it remained unknown how Lam got to the water tank, no liability could be assigned for failing to prevent it. In 2015, the suit was dismissed. Immediately after her death, speculation started to go rampant. Many people were wondering how a young lady could have possibly gotten into the water tank all by herself. The water tank was a 4 by 8 foot cylinder propped up on concrete blocks. There was no fixed access to them, and hotel workers had to use a ladder to look at the water. So in short, the latch was so heavy for a lady like Elisa to pop open, and also it was unknown how any hotel guests would have even been able to gain access onto the roof where the water tanks were. Because of how mysterious Elisa's death was, many suspect that there must be something more to Elisa's death. Perhaps the most infamous piece of evidence to come from this case is the elevator video. This was released by the police during their search for Elisa. On February 13, with still no signs of finding Elisa, the LAPD released a video of the last known sighting of her taken in one of the Cecil's elevators by a video surveillance camera. In approximately 2.5 minutes of footage, it showed Elisa, who was alone at the time, making unusual moves and gestures, leaving the elevator at one point while its doors remained open, even after she appeared to have pressed every button. When the doors failed to close after she returns, she leaves, but the doors close later. Several theories emerged to explain her actions. One was that Elisa was trying to get the elevator car to move in order to escape from someone who was pursuing her. Others suggest that she might be under the influence of ecstasy or some other party drug, but none was detected in her body. When her bipolar disorder became known, the theory was that she was having a psychotic episode. The second theory was, some other viewers argued that the video had been tampered with before being made public. Besides the obscuring of the timestamp, they claimed parts had been slowed down and nearly a minute of footage had been removed. This could have been done to protect the identity of someone who otherwise would be in the video. So for the last theory, unlike the other two theories, deals with the supernatural. Some netizens believe that Elisa was playing the elevator game. Basically, the objective of this game is for the individual to enter into another dimension, more specifically into a supernatural realm. The elevator game is believed to have originated in Korea. It is an odd ritual with a strict set of rules that says it will bring you to another world. The game must be played by one person in a building with 10 floors. The rules tell the player to move up and down to different floors before they are said to encounter a woman on the 5th floor who should not be interacted with at all costs. According to the guidelines, if the elevator then descends to the 1st floor, the player must exit immediately. If it goes up, the player has apparently been admitted to another world. So people have been warned not to try playing the game as it is dangerous. Well, regardless of the controversy or various theories brought forth by online sleuths, this is ultimately a tragic death of a young, smart but troubled girl at the age of 21. Well, anyway guys, that's it for today. Drop a comment down below on what you think of this video. If you have other stories you wish for me to cover, leave a comment and a link for me to look deeper into it. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe so you don't miss out on any of our latest videos. I'll see you in our next campfire stories. Thank you for watching.